Hello and welcome to my life. My name is Gillian. If this is your first time on the platform, please like, share, and subscribe. I have a very important topic today, as you can see from the thumbnail: unveiling Nollywood. That is what I will be doing today. I got a very disturbing information yesterday, but I wanted to believe it was not true, so I resorted now in doing lots and lots of research on the issue. When I talk of Nollywood, I am talking about the Nigerian film industry, which is, of course, I think the second biggest movie industry in the world. I must give credit to the Nigerians for having come this far. They have done a great job building an African industry of this magnitude. I am so proud of the Nigerian movie industry. But be it as it may, there is a dark side of this very wonderful edifice. There is a dark side. There are a lot of things that go on within the Nollywood industry that people hardly talk about, or people feel shy or afraid to come out and talk. But with this one that occurred, I don't think I want to stay back and, not come forward to talk about it. Common knowledge has it that mostly the female actresses or the female actors or the actresses are the ones making it in Nollywood more than the males. There is a reason why. Even they themselves have not been able to come out to explain or to tell the general public what is going on there. But we know that it is related, of course, to their sex, because they are females. That is why they make it so much in the industry. The comparisons are out there. Amongst the actors, you only see the males who are not doing well, but the females are really doing well. They buy cars, they buy houses, they buy mansions here and there, they do trips abroad and stuff. We all know how these things happen. Of course, I must applaud hard work, because among them, there are a lot of them who work really, really hard for the lifestyle they are giving themselves. But you won't deny the fact that there are also others who are benefiting from the fact that they are actresses on the screen and they have other things they do behind the screen to be where they are. So because of this incident that happened in Asaba, I have decided to come and expose what is going on in the Nigerian movie industry. Now, there is this story that is trending on social media for a few days now. It is heartbreaking for something like that to be happening. But then, this is the kind of world we live in. This is the kind of people who live among us. It is a shame. It is a shame. Now, most of the time, when I get informations, I just do not like rushing into the informations. I like to hear and then wait to see if other prominent bloggers, trustworthy bloggers will blog about it. And then, of course, since it's not a good thing, I would just try to give it time to prove myself that I am not wrong. So based on this information, I went to Gist Lover's blog and I was shocked to see that it was true. Now, let me read to you what is written on Gist Lovers blog about the story. Okay, for the sake of community guidelines, I will be coding some words. I hope that there are already popular words on the internet and we already understand what these words mean. Now, gistlover.com reads, Prince, a Nollywood movie costumier, has reportedly violated a 10-year-old girl during a filming session in a hotel in Asaba, Nigeria. The movie costumier was asked to escort a 10-year-old girl to the changing room for a second scene, according to reports. According to the report, the director, producer, and everyone else on set waited for more than 30 minutes. Neither the costumier or the girl was out. A member of the crew was then sent to check on them by the director, who was concerned about the delay. As the messenger approached the room, he heard the infant screaming inside while the gate was locked. The young girl who had been violated was screaming and trembling in the room, and there was blood all over the floor when the messenger forced the door open. Guys, imagine a situation like that. Just imagine something like that happening to your 10-year-old infant by an adult. What the heck is wrong with some of these guys? Where do they reason from? I don't get it. For crying out loud, a 10-year-old, my goodness. Hi, with me. Okay, let me go back to the story. I was talking about unveiling the dark secrets of Nollywood. Certain things happen in Nollywood that we never get to know. They never come out on the news. So something happened like a few days ago. Personally, I hate going back. I bring information that are not true. So I like to always do a research before coming through. So there are certain blogs or certain platforms that I go to confirm the story. Please share the video, share the live. It is very important. We have a lot to learn here today. Share the live. So I like going to this platform so that I can confirm the story rather than coming with a story that is not true. So further, I explained that if you notice inside the Nollywood industry, the females are very much successful than the males. The evidences are all out there. You understand? So now, if you want to look at the reasons why the females are more successful, you would see that it has a lot to do with hard work plus the fact that they are females. That was the foundation I was trying to build up on this story. But I didn't imagine that this thing will graduate from adult females and now to kid or child actors. This is a menace in the society. No Nollywood member will come out with things like this because this is their dark side. These are the kind of things they do in the hiding, that we only enjoy the movies. We are happy our stars are doing great movies, but we never go down, to hear. We never go down to check. We never go down to see the ills that comes with the successes of Nollywood as an industry. Okay, now I already read this, but I'm going to read that over again for all the people who are joining now. Please share the live. Share the live. We all have something to learn. I am reading from Gist Lovers blog. Okay. Prince, a Nollywood movie costumier, has reportedly violated a 10-year-old girl during a filming session. He was at work It's not like it was a leisure trip. He was at work. This is a costumier. I guess he had been asked to take the kid and change the kid's clothes or something so she can come in for the next scene. My goodness. The movie costumier was asked to escort the 10-year-old girl to the changing room for the second scene, according to reports. According to reports, the director, producer, and everyone else on set waited for more than 30 minutes. Neither the costumier nor the girl was out. My goodness. A member of the crew was then sent to check on them by the director, who was concerned about the delay. As the messenger approached the room, he heard the infant screaming inside while the gate was locked. The young girl who had been violated was screaming and trembling in the room, and the blood was all over the floor when the messenger forced the door open. Can you imagine that? You bring your child to a movie scene. She's on scene. She's acting. And the next 2 minutes, the messenger, the costumier is asked to escort her to the changing room. And then he goes to the changing room and does stuff to this little angel. She was only 10 years old, or she's only 10 years old. Why would an adult of say 30 and 30 plus? It is even reported that he came to that scene with a female companion in his hotel room. There's an adult woman in his hotel room. But he took advantage of a 10-year-old child. Now tell me, even at 50, will this girl be able to forget? Will she ever be? Is her life ever going to be the same again? Why would an adult descend so low to destroy the life of an innocent child? She's only a child. Only a child. There are lots of adult women flooding our streets. Why not pick somebody from there? Now, my point is, I think this particular man is not a first-time offender. Look at the way they narrated the story. I don't think it's a first-time offender. He thought that he could use 30 minutes, few minutes within the time they are doing their shooting. It's not like after or before. During shooting, he wasn't even afraid. He knew he could go through. It means it is not a first-time offender. I urge the authorities of that place to conduct a deep investigation about this guy. And if this is what he has been doing, I am sure on that same set he should have accomplices. The movie producers and the movie directors in this set movie scene should be held responsible, should be held accountable. It is a prominent person. A prominent person. It's not the first time. He is known for this job. It is a shame. I am calling out all the Nollywood actors and actresses. This is time for sensitization. Sensitize the public on what is going on. Sensitize the public on the ills that happen in your industry. It is painful. Guys, please share the video. If you're just joining now, share the video. We can learn something from this video. It is a shame. Now, this is just one of the cases that have been caught. What about the other cases that have not been reported? Because from the way it looks, this guy is not a first-time offender. He has been offending people. He has been committing this same crime. He wasn't even afraid for the fact that there were many other people around. Now, I have excerpts of the video I would like to share. Of course, some parts have been blotted out, so we could just make do with that. This is from Dick Infamous's. I don't know if you can see that. That's the guy. He's lying down. Yes, he was stripped naked. He too was also violated because his clothes were all pulled off, and then he was like struggling to explain. Because of community guidelines, I don't think I should upload stuff like this, so but I can just show you so that you can see for yourself that it is a trending story. It is not a story that, I don't know, I hope it is visible enough for those who are watching. Okay, that was from Dick Famous's page on Facebook that I got the video excerpt from. People, it is a shame. Nollywood is a beautiful edifice. It is our pride in Africa. But if we have people within who do things like this and they are not being called out, where are we driving to? Our darling Nollywood will be having a bad name because of bad eggs like this. Now, sometime last year, I think, if I am not mistaken, there was another incident, Baba Ijesha incident. I am sure he's serving his jail term or something. Went to a fellow colleague's house, princess, saw the daughter at home, pretended to be the nice uncle he has always been to that family, asking them, is mommy home? No, mommy is not at home. Who else is in the house? The video was online. And he sheepishly started locking and the doors, checking, closing everywhere so he could take advantage of a small girl of, say, 15 years or so. What is wrong with the kind of men we have in our society today? What is wrong? I am not crying or talking or shouting today just because it is happening in Nollywood. It is happening everywhere. It is happening everywhere. Violation is not something to write home about. It destroys the life of that child. It destroys the destiny of that individual. She's only 10 years old. Do you think she'll be able to forget? She cannot forget. She cannot forget this thing that has happened to her. Even at age 50, 60, she will still recount of this incident. You came to a movie set, you even came with a female companion who is lying in your hotel room waiting for you. But you could not just hold yourself back just because of 2 minutes of pleasure. From who? A baby of 10 years. A baby of 10 years. It is a shame. She could be your own daughter. You could be the father of that child. You could be the father of that child. Isn't it shameful? Isn't it embarrassing? Coming from Nollywood, a well-known costumier, my goodness, I can't understand this thing. I cannot. Please, if we have females in the set, please can they oversee? Can they be around when things like this are going on? Like when a kid is supposed to go into the changing room, can a female escort her there? Now, I don't want to blame the parents of this child because she has been dragged on social media to the moon and back. You have a 10-year-old girl. She's a priceless possession. How do you let go of her hand at a time like that? Why would you do that? Why? Females are endangered. You never can tell. You don't let it happen to you before you take caution. Apply caution at all levels. Apply caution at all levels. Apply caution. She's still a child. I know the mother of this child will go scot-free because this is Africa. Had it was overseas, she too will be held down for carelessness. Why would you leave your little girl, 10 years old, in the hands of people you don't know? I am sure she was not alone in that set. They said her mom was there with her. She too was lodging in the hotel and she went out to buy something. Buy what, madam? Buy what? have said these things across my platforms multiple times. Even if they are family members, they could still be a danger to your female children. If fathers violate their own, what more of uncles, crew members? You leave your 10-year-old at the mercy of an uncle who is not even a family member. They will never write here that offender. No. They will never write it on the forehead that this person is an offender. You would only realize later on, just as it has happened now, that it's too late, that this person is an offender. There is no way you can know that for sure. There is no way you would know that this person is an offender. That is why you must take caution. You must take caution. You must be cautious of things like this. Now the life of this girl has been messed up. First of all, as an adult, the first time, it's hurtful. It is. It's painful. And then a 10-year-old, psychologically, she's not even prepared. Physically, she cannot receive what they gave to her. It was too much for her. You could see in the video splatters of blood everywhere on the floor. Nollywood, we can do better. Men, we can do better. We can do better. She could be his daughter, for crying out loud. She could be his daughter. Just because she is not his daughter, he took an advantage of an infant. For crying out loud. Can the directors and producers of this movie rise up to this occasion? Can you people rise up to this occasion? Can our Nollywood actors and actresses tell people what is actually going on? This is a moment of sensitization. These things happen every day, side by side, but now it is going out of hand. First, the targets were the females in the Nollywood industry. Now we have started targeting our children. Where are we driving to? Don't they say the children are the future of tomorrow? Don't they say the children are the future of tomorrow? If we keep eating up our future, what are we going to do tomorrow? What are we going to do tomorrow? Parents, please sensitize your children. Teach them. Teach them. Remove them from the way of harm. Do not allow things like this to happen to them before you take actions. Now, listen to this. Any action that they take has little or nothing to do with the mindset of that child. She needs to go to therapy. She needs to go to therapy. She needs to be encouraged. This thing that has happened to her will forever be on her mind. Will forever be on her mind. Now, guys, please speak up in cases like this. Speak up when things like this happen. Speak up. We love Nollywood. It is our only hope of entertainment in Africa. But there is a dark side. And this dark side must be exposed. How do you explain to the general public what happened? How? All the blogs are carrying this story. All of them. All of them. Let me check again. I saw another one. Though they have a slightly different. This one is News Telegraph Nigeria. Okay, this one with Nollywood costumier, designer, and actor Prince Onyewere has been arrested for violating a 10-year-old girl on a movie set in Asaba, Delta State capital. Please, I appeal to the governor of Delta State. Please, sir, do not let this slide. Let this person face the full wrath of the law. Let him be convicted and prosecuted and ensure that he never gets out. I cried over this issue because this could be my daughter. It doesn't have to be my proper biological child before I come out like this to talk. I am pained because it could be anyone. It could be anyone's daughter. Even the perpetrator of this crime, it could be his own daughter. Why on earth? Why? Now, people who were on ground when arrests were being made claim that some crew members were begging that this issue or this matter should be settled out of police. My goodness. What is the world turning into? A case of violation against somebody in his late 30s versus a 10-year-old should be settled out of police station. For what? For what exactly? Why? Why? Now let me ask you, if this child was your biological child, would you be able to settle out of court? Will you be able to settle out of the police? Just because the child is not your biological child, you now want for the issue to be settled out of court, and they are begging on the behalf of the perpetrator of the crime after they trashed him. The trashing has got nothing to do. He is not a first-time offender. From the way the act was perpetrated, it looks like he is not a first-time offender. This is something he has done on a regular basis. So today, this time was just an unfortunate time for him. He always does this. It was unfortunate for him this time. Now let me continue reading. It's a shame. New Telegraph gathered that the incident occurred on Sunday, 28th January. You can imagine. So I took time to investigate so I don't bring false informations to you. At a hotel where Prince and his fellow crew members had lodged for a movie shoot. Prince took the mirror into one of the hostel rooms, into one of the hotel rooms to change her. Excuse me, guys. I am overwhelmed already. I am really sad. I am so overwhelmed. Please, and people, please stop calling. You don't have to call me. I am live. If you're calling me, you're distracting me. I am live, please. Okay. Let's continue. Prince took the minor into one of the hotel rooms to change her outfit, because he's the costumier of that project, to change her outfit for the next scene. However, they took longer than expected, prompting the movie producer to send someone to check on them. That was a nice move from the movie producer. When the person arrived in the room, the door was locked and the girl could be heard crying. The door was forcefully opened and the little girl was found crying profusely with bloodstains all over the wall, creating a suspicion that the costumier designer had allegedly violated the girl after asking her to strip for a costume change. Prince was, however, interrogated and stripped naked by furious eyewitnesses. The hotel room was also covered in victims' blood. It was gathered that Prince was thereafter handed over to men of Delta State Police Command for prosecution. That was the right thing to do. That was exactly the right thing to do. I expected that, and kudos to all who ensured that he was handed over to the authorities, because justice must take its course. Yes. Justice must take its course. The little girl must have justice. But in all the justice that she will get, her life has been destroyed. I strongly discourage any man out there. I strongly discourage any man watching me right now or who is going to watch this video later on. Desist from practices like that. The children you violate today are supposed to be our future. When we break them, when we destroy them now, what are we going to have in the future? Broken women, broken mothers. Please share the video. Broken mothers. I urge all the actors and actresses of Nollywood, this is a time for sensitization. Sensitize your followers, sensitize your fans. Tell them what is going on. Come out in your number and plead for justice for this little girl. It is time. You don't sit back and allow the innocent to cry like this. Her pride has been taken. Her pride of womanhood has been ripped off her by force. This is not a time to stay quiet. This is not a time to overlook things. This is a crime that is punishable under the law, and the law should take its focus. For all of you pleading on the behalf of the perpetrator, shame on you. I say shame on you. Shame on you. As a matter of fact, may you go through this same thing. For all of you pleading on the behalf of the perpetrator, that the matter should be settled out of police. For what? For what? May it happen to your children if it is something that is good. May it happen to you if you are a woman out there supporting and begging. Begging for what? Exactly what? Are women not surplus outside? All the streets are filled with oloshos. Why not go get one for yourself? Or go back to your village or your hometown and look for a wife to marry? To even think that you came to the hotel scene with your girl, and you still have the guts to violate a minor. After dealing with the actresses, it's not enough for you. Now you start preying on little children. Nollywood people, speak up. Speak up. This is a time we want to hear. We want to hear from the horse's mouth. Speak up. Disease from things like this. Shame. Shame unto all perpetrators of violation acts. Shame unto you. Shame. I am not happy at all. What is wrong with these people? I don't know what is in their mind. What is wrong with all of you? I have other blogs. I also saw the story on them. This is just to be sure, super sure that what I am giving out here is true. My goodness. Chai. Prince. And to think of it that you are a well-known costumier, this is your job, this is something you do. So can we not feel free with men like you anymore? Where is the world going to? Where? Now you have shamed yourself in public. We now know what you do in hiding. You have shamed your community. You have shamed your parents. You have shamed your neighborhood, your kindred, your village. You have shamed your colleagues. Nollywood, speak up. Please. This is the dark side of Nollywood you don't know. They will not tell you. Things that happen inside. Things they are not proud of. Things they are not proud of. We even have actresses who left the Nollywood scene all because of sexual violations. Where are we driving to? Limit things like this to the adults and not to children. Children are innocent. They are angels. They are our future. Now I want to send a word of encouragement to the mother of this child. And madam, I know what you can be going through right now. I can just imagine. I can't say I know. I can just imagine what you're going through now. I am not blaming you, but I think that you should have applied more caution. You should have been more cautious with your baby girl. It has already happened. You should take this child to the hospital. She should go to therapy. She needs therapy at this time. She needs therapy. She needs therapy. This thing will go a long way to destroy this child psychologically. People who know her encourage her, and people who are posting her photograph on social media desist from such things. It is not something of pride. Stop destroying the future of this girl. Enough with posting her photographs all over social media. As shameful as it is already, and as painful as it is already for this family, please stop posting this girl on social media. I know we blogs, we all want to put information out there. Yes, you can blot the face of the child. You don't need to expose the face of the child. She's only 10 years old and she still has a life to live, a whole long life ahead of her. Mothers, be cautious with your children. Do not allow them at the mercy of male relatives. If fathers can be caught doing that, what about people who are not related to you in any way? If you have a daughter, be more cautious. Let us learn from this incident not to leave our girl child in the hands of anybody. To our directors and producers or the owners of the set, please be vigilant. Be vigilant for perpetrators like this. They are now spoiling the name of everybody. It is a shame. Everyone now has to be held accountable. Where are we driving in? Where are we driving to? Please. Know the kind of people you bring to your set. Investigate the kind of things that happen in your set. It is not too much to ask. We only see the bright side of Nollywood. This part is dark. Dark. Normally, I should have done a whole video on this, but I just decided to come live because I could no longer hold it in anymore. I don't intend for this live to be long. I just want to say do like 10-15 minutes, but it's already getting long as I see. So whatever your comments are, please leave them on the comment section. Please sensitize your community, sensitize the girls in your community, sensitize your children. Do not stop taking care of them. Do not leave them to their own. Please, 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 please. Children are the future of tomorrow. Check in and see that they are doing fine. Check in and see that they are protected from people like this. and share this video massively. Share this video so that people can see and learn. Not only the nice things that you see on social media about the Nollywood industry, there are also very dark sides in the Nollywood, things they will not come out to tell you. I am unveiling this thing today because it is not good. It is not healthy for consumption. So on this note, I'll end the video here. If it's your first time on this platform, like, share, and subscribe. Share the video so that others can learn from this. Thank you, and see you on the next video. I don't think I'll be able to do any videos today. I may just be going live for the things I have to say because I really have a lot. So see you on the next live. Thank you. Bye.